Hello friends, welcome back, and if you're new to our channel, thank you for stopping by. Well friends, today I'm going to show you how we can make a beautiful and easy crochet granny square, and for this we will be using three different kinds of yarn. This is the pattern and my hook size is 2.5 mm as my yarn is a bit thin. I don't know if it's visible or not. So straight away let us start off with a magic ring. Now once the magic ring is done, I'm going to chain one. After that I'm going to work a single crochet into the magic ring, so that will be counted as the first chain. After that as the second and the third. After that two number of chains, that means 3 chain plus 2, that means 1 double crochet plus chain 2 gap. Now into the magic ring let's work 1 double crochet. Let us chain 2, that's the gap. After that we are going to work a double crochet into the magic ring, again a chain of 2, again 1 double crochet into the magic ring, again a chain of 2, and let's work a double crochet into the magic ring. This we are going to continue till we have 8 double crochets into the magic ring with chain 2 gap in between. Now if your magic ring is too big, you can tighten it by pulling the tail. That is how we do. Now let us chain 2 again. I have zoomed in, that is chain 2, and into the magic ring we are going to make 1 double crochet, a chain of 2, 1 double crochet into the magic ring. So this is how it is to be worked. So finally our 8 double crochets are done, and I just chained 2 to complete this round. And now we are going to slip stitch into the third chain from the base. 1 2 3, that's the third. Yes, now let us, so our first round is complete. We can pull the tail of the magic ring to tighten our ring further. So we have 8 number of double crochets. Now I slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and here I am going to work 3 number of chain, which is counted as 1 double crochet. Into the same chain 2 space we are going to make 3 number of double crochet, that's the second and the third. So if we count, we have 4 number of double crochet, that is counting the first chain of 3. Now I chained 2 and I'm going to hop into the next space and work 4 number of double crochet, that's the second, this is the third, and finally the fourth. Now let us chain 2 again, 1 and 2, and into the next gap, that's the chain 2 gap, we are going to work 4 number of double crochet. So this is the sequence for the second round of the pattern. So here into each of the gaps we are working 4 double crochet plus chain 2. So my 4 double crochet is done. Let us chain 2 and hop into the next gap to work 4 number of double crochet. 1 2, that's 3, and finally the fourth one. Now let us chain 2 again and hop into the next chain 2 space and work 4 double crochet. That's the first, this is the second, followed by the third and the fourth. So this is it, and we will continue further till we reach the starting point. Here I have just worked a chain of 2 and I have my last gap there where I am going to work 4 double crochet. That's the second, the third and the fourth. After that we are going to chain 2 and we are going to slip stitch into the topmost chain, 1 2 and 3, that's the topmost chain. There I am going to slip stitch. After that, I'm going to chain 1 to secure my work and snip off the yarn. So it's done, and this is how our pattern looks after 2 rounds are complete. Now let us move ahead. I'm going to use my second yarn color. This is the yellow one. I've just done a slip knot, and I'm going to start off with a standing double crochet. This is how it is done. If you are not comfortable, we can work a chain of 3. Now into the chain 2 space, any of the chain 2 space, we are going to start off with our standing double crochet. This is how it is worked. It's just a simple double crochet. If you are not comfortable, you can chain 3. My 1 double crochet is done. This is the second, followed by the third double crochet. Now let us chain 3, as this is my first corner in making. I just chained 3. After that, into the same space, I am going to work 3 number of double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. That's done. That's my first corner. Now let us chain 1, and into the next chain 2 gap, I am going to work 3 number of double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Now let us chain 1 again, and into the next gap, chain 2 gap, I am going to work our second corner. That is again very easy. We are going to work 3 double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now let us chain 3 and work 3 double crochet again into the same space. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the next gap and work 3 number of double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the next chain 2 gap and work our corner. That's the third corner. Here we are going to work 3 double crochet, chain 3 and 3 double crochet. That's the first. This is the second, and just a minute, this is the third double crochet. Actually my yarn was coming in the way again and again. Now chain 1 and into the next chain 2 gap, we are going to work 3 double crochet as per the pattern. So my 3 double crochet is done. Let us chain 1. Now let's chain 1 and work our final corner. For that, we need to work 3 double crochet. That's the first, this is the second and the third double crochet. Now let us chain 3 and work 3 double crochet again into the same space. That's the first, this is the second and the third. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the chain 2 space and work 3 double crochet again. That's the first, this is the second, that's the third one. Now let us chain 1 and we are going to slip stitch into the very first chain space. So my third round is complete. After that, I chain 1 to secure my work. So after the third round is complete, this is how our granny pattern looks. Now let us snip off the yarn. This is going to be a beautiful pattern. We can use it for making cushion covers, table runners, tunics, anything. Now I'm going to introduce my final yarn. That's the green one, and here too I am starting off with a slip knot. Basically it is going to be the repetition of the third round. Now let us start off with a slip knot. In the corner space, I am going to start off with a standing double crochet. If you are not comfortable with it, you can start off with a chain of 3. So my 1 double crochet is done. This is the second and the third. Now let us chain 3. 1, 2, 3, because we are working the corner, and again into the same space we are going to work 3 double crochet. That's the first, this is the second and the third. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the chain 1 space of the previous round and work 3 double crochet. So here my second double crochet is done, and this is the third one. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the next chain 1 space of the previous round and work our 3 number of double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now let us chain 1 and hop into the corner space to work 3 double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now let us chain 3 and work 3 double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. So this is how it looks right now, and we are going to work all around in the similar fashion. Chain 1 and 3 double crochet into the chain 1 space of the previous round. This is all we have to do, and in the corners we have to work our regular corners. So 3 double crochet is done. Let us chain 1, hop into the chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now let us chain 1 and into the corner space work 3 double crochet. That's the first, that's the second and the third double crochet. Now let us chain 3 and again work 3 double crochet into the corner space. That's the first one. This is the second double crochet, followed by the third one. Just a minute, let me place it. Yes, this is how it looks. Now we are going to work all around, and when I reach the starting point, I'm going to show you what is to be done. Now I just finished working my 3 double crochet and a chain of 1. Now into the next chain 1 space, let's work our 3 double crochet. That's the first, followed by the second and the third. Now let us chain 1 and then slip stitch into the topmost chain of the first standing double crochet. That's done. Now let us chain 1 to secure our work, and now I am going to snip off the yarn. Let's do that. So this is how our crochet granny square pattern looks. It's a beautiful one and a very easy to work, perfect for the beginners, and I have shown the pattern very minutely, so the beginners can also try this particular crochet granny square pattern. See how beautiful it looks. We can use same yarns, we can use different colored yarn, it is up to you. So thank you my dear friends for staying till the end. If you all have liked the video, do give a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family members. If you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing and stay tuned for interesting videos. So till we meet again, it's bye bye for today.